Ah, yes, Canyon Guide, let's go. Probably one of the most requested videos I've got. Listen, I know a lot of people don't like Canyon, but a ton of people do. This is gonna be the Canyon Guide. We gotta update this. We got all these new commanders and they are freaking cooking, y'all. We're gonna go through the Sunset Canyon with 5 marches. We're gonna go through the Lost Canyon with 6 marches. This is the guide that's gonna show you what the best of the best is and give you different options. If you don't have Chin, if you don't have Shajar, if you don't have Gang Gang, we're gonna show you exactly what to do. So stick around while we go everything that has to do with Canyon right now.
Rallies lit up, marching right from the zone to the zone. I stay in control. Man of the people, all heart, no roll, no script, no throne, just rhythm and fire. Built for the push, never gonna tire. You feel that burn, and you already know we're locked in deep. This is Chatsky mode. This is Chatsky mode.
Hey everybody, I'm your boy War Daddy Chatsky, and I do videos all the time, and I love doing these kind of guides to show you the nuances, do different things with the Canyon, okay? Guides like this is what I love to do. And if you have not subscribed, consider doing so. Hit that subscribe button. Become part of the legion of people I've got. Subscribe to the channel. The community we've grown is amazing. Hit that bell if you want to get alerts when I do content like this. It's great. Also, like the video if you get something out of it, if it helps you. This is the Ultimate Canyon Guide, okay? And this is how I did it. You're seeing I'm going head-to-head with Putin. Putin is massive in 3308. He's one of the hardest fighting Canyon players there is. Canyon is always a great way to see how strong your opponent is. It's got some different applications because I know all of these players running 6 marches are gonna be crazy good in the field. All the players we're going against, a lot of our players in 606, and that's how you run. That's why I love doing Canyon. It's just a competition. I'm addicted to competition. All right, I'm as competitive as it gets. And when I run Canyon, I love running it. And so what I did was I streamed last night and I did this live on stream. So I'm gonna pull up the stream, okay? I'm gonna pull up the stream and we're gonna talk about it. Now I've got my stream chat going, they're asking questions. I'll go through the 5 march setup. You can skip around to the video of the different chapters I have. I've got your 5 march setup for Sunset Canyon. I got how to run your defense. I got how to run your offense. And I've got the different marches you can use depending on what commanders you have, what gear you have, and what you like to run. So let's go to that. And we'll go to the stream from last night and go through it all right here. This is what we've got for our 5 march setup. I've got the chat in here. I did this on stream. And this is how we're going to run this thing in our regular Sunset Canyon 5 march setup. Okay? You don't have wedge anymore? We'll talk about that. Okay? This is with a Chin Shajar. This is my favorite way to run it. All right? You run Gang Gang with Achilles for the healing. You run Trajan with Mulan, then you run Chen Shajar, then you run Guan Constantine, and then BQ with Luce. That's how I run the king. That's basically, if I'm unlimited, I want to run it that way. Guan with the Constantine is so good. You can see this on my game where I run this thing, and if you go to my defense, this is how I run it. So now we will see if Chad really reads everything he sees. Yes, don't get toxic in here, boys. When I set up my defense, I actually run my two cavalry setup. But if you're running Chen Shajar, you can also run with I think I'm running 2 cavalry setup on my attack. Yeah, 2 cavalry, and I bench my BQ. But if you are running with a Chen Shajar, you could run it easily like this, okay? Real simple and easy, no problem. If you don't have Gang Gang or Shajar, okay, you run the Arthur with Achilles. It's incredible in Canyon. You put the Constantine behind Trajan. You run Chen with Zuge. You run Guan with CPO and BQ with Luce. This is much more of an offensive situation because your only tank is this right here. All right, you could run Trajan with Mulan, and then you could run Guan like this with Constantine. You could do it that way too, but that's also a good setup that you see. All right? So from there, if you want to run 2 calves like I'm running, boom. boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's exactly how I'm running. All right, now let's go hit it. Let's go hit it and see what we got. Okay, we'll come over here and we will go hit. Who is this? Peace. I think I'm gonna do it this way. He's got CPO behind his Ragnar. She's got CPO behind his Ragnar. Do I just run it? I think I'm gonna run it like this and like this. Okay. Let me just put a siege in here to slow this thing down real quick. And then I'm gonna run it like this. Is this how I'm gonna run it? I think this is how I'm gonna run it. I keep my gang. Okay. Quick rule of thumb. If you do have gang with Achilles, you keep that as your last march to die because it will stay full health the whole time. I don't know if I'm going to win this thing. So what are we doing now? We are doing our Sunset Canyon and Lost Canyon guide. Okay, that's what we're doing now. So I'm going to see how long my chin up top can last because it's getting pummeled pretty good. And I might not win this thing, but let's get this Ragnar killed. Let's turn and get this Trajan down. Now, Peace Lubu runs Trajan with Constantine, and it's super tanky. And then she also runs Chin with Shajar. But you see the kind of the 1-1-3 setup I did? That's that. My Trajan's not going to die. My gang's not going to die, and you're getting an easy dub out of this. Okay, so. Going back to this, that's kind of like how I like to run it when it comes to the 2 cav lineup, okay? So these are the marches we're running, all right? Nobody panic. If you want to run Philip, all right? I see this a lot, all right? You can run Gang with Achilles, Constantine with behind Trajan. You run Chin with Zuge, and then you can run Philip. Now you can run Shajar Philip if you have 2 archer sets, or you can put that archer set on Philip and run Philip Shajar for more tankiness. Very, very popular. Very popular. You'll see a lot of high-end players run this, and then you run your BQ Luce. Okay? I'm doing good, Gabriel. We are making a video right now. Now, if you're going to run with Mulan, like this is how I like to run it. You guys see it just like it is. And this is exactly like it is at the very, very top. Now, there's a couple of things you can do. If you don't have gang, like we talked about, run Arthur with Achilles, Trajan with Constantine, Chin with Zuge. If you don't want to run, Guan with CPO, you could easily just go run Guan with Constantine and then Mulan. Like, it's really easy how you can mix and match and do these things, okay? The 2 cav setup is what I love. And so there are all kinds of ways to do Canyon. So there's no right or wrong answer for Canyon, okay? No right or wrong answer at all. Thoughts on Trajan, Constantine, Else, Luce, Philip, and BQ Wallace for Canyon? That's really, really good. You'll do really good with that. So Sind you're saying he's running Philip and Shajar? Very, very common. And you'll see it more on the Lost Canyon setup. Okay, but this is your regular Canyon setup. However you want to run your defense and however you want to run your offense, these are some of the best pairings you could do. Even if you don't have gang, you want to run Arthur with Achilles. Now, if you don't have Arthur and Achilles, or you don't have Achilles or gang, all right, let's just talk about that real quick. If you don't have Achilles or gang, you simply just run Huo. You just run it like that. Huo Arthur still cooks in Canyon, y'all. So that kind of gives you an idea. And so from there, what is the best talent for gang? I will show that here in a sec. It's pretty simple. I've also got that in my talent channel. If you have not joined my Discord, you can go to my Discord link and check that out. We're running this video while I've got the live stream going because we're all going to talk about these Canyon situations together. So let's review that real quick and how I like to take this and show you guys exactly how I like to run this, okay? I like to keep this super tanky and I like to keep this super tanky. I love Chin Shajar. I just love it. And I like it even more for defense because you can run it front lane and you can even ask our boy here in the chat, even ask Baka. Philip Shajar is my baby. Yes, Philip Shajar is great. I have such a hard time beating Baka with Philip Shajar. But you run Chin with Shajar front lane, and then gang behind. Gang, and on defense, he's going to wrap up. And when he wraps up, he stays clean. And that is literally a lane, a top lane that's impossible to kill. You can't kill it because it's protected by this lane here. You can't go 4B2 on it or anything. Okay, and so that's how I like to run my defense. Runs really, really good. And there you go. And so let's go over to Lost Canyon. So this is where this gets to be a lot of fun. Am I still in first? I'm still in first. Who's trying to beat me? Everybody's trying to beat me. I really need somebody to beat me. Baka, will you actually beat me so I can come hit you? I will literally take off one of my marches. Come kill me. Okay? Guan's got to go. So we're doing this live on stream, and I'm going to do it for the video, and it works out really, really well. However, when we go to our 6 march lineup, let me give you the best 6 marches for your Lost Canyon. All right? I almost wrote 6-7. I'm sure you guys would have loved that. Okay. So now we're going to go with the 6 march setup. All right. Let's pull this up here. Pull this up here. This is a 6 march canyon lineup. Okay. Here we go. 6-7. You betcha. If you have Guan, Constantine, and Sunset Canyon, you put him in the same position as your Arthur alone. You want to make sure you have it either in the front row. You want to have Guan, Constantine in the front row with a big skill damage behind it, or you put it in the off lane. Okay. Zuge debuff is needed for Canyon, 100%. These are great questions to ask. It's great for the video. You got to have Zuge with Chen. That's the best way to do it. Okay. So from here, this is unlimited. This is how I love to run it. Okay. 2 calves because Huo Arthur is still a March killer if you have Gang, and Achilles. Okay. So you kind of have 3 tank marches here. You have 3 of them. Then Guan CPO is sneaky good and BQ Luce. That's how I run my 6. It is really, really good. Did you just beat me, Baka? Go beat me. Hurry up. And then we can go test that out. If you like to run Trajan Shajar, like if I had Trajan leadership gear that's critted, now I have Trajan infantry gear critted for leadership. If I had Trajan leadership gear critted for leadership, I would love to run Trajan Shajar. I would love it. I would absolutely love it. Okay, Baka, you got me? So, if you run a Trajan Shajar, you go Gang Achilles, Trajan Shajar, super tanky. Okay? Huo Arthur, Chen with Zuge now, and then your other tank march is your Guan Constantine and your BQ with Luce. If you're running for defense, you put Guan Constantine in the front row at the very top on your defense, and then you put Gang Achilles behind it, it's going to last forever. It's going to be a great top lane, okay? If you want to run Philip, and this is what Baka's talking about, you run Gang Achilles, Trajan Constantine, that's what I love, Huo Arthur, Chen Zuge, and then there it is, Philip with Shajar. Even if you have, you might have leadership set on Trajan, but nobody's got 2 leadership sets. However, if you have an archer set, you can easily put it on Philip, put Shajar behind it. Super tanky and really, really hard to beat. And then, of course, your BQ Luce. That's how I would run that if you're running 6 marches for Lost Canyon, okay? If you're going full tank, okay, if you want to go nothing but tankiness, all right, you're going Philip with Shajar, all right, Trajan Mulan, Huo Arthur, Chen Zuge, okay, and then what else was I going to put here? Oh, Gang, where's he at? I think I've got him right here. We're going to run Gang with Achilles. That's what we want to run here. Okay. And then in addition to that, we're going to run our boy Guan with Constantine. Let's go. So that is a full-blown tank situation. Let's put this here. Okay. And put this here. It's basically the same thing, but you're taking BQ Luce off the field. Or you could run that with BQ Constantine. That's how you could do that for a full tank. So you got a tank march here with healing. Okay. And yeah, Putin did kind of give up a little bit. You've got Trajan Mulan, tank march, but it's got to be protected a little bit. You've got Huo Arthur. You have to have a damage dealing march. So you got 2 of those right here. Then you got the Philip Shajar tank march. You got the BQ Constantine tank march or the Guan Constantine tank march. So 1, 2, 3, 4 tank marches. All right. You just got to do enough damage. That's the key to that one. All right. And so from there, that's how you're looking at how you want to run your canyon. That's how you want to run your canyon. If you are running unlimited up here, this is what I would run. And that's what I'm running now. 2 calves with Gang Achilles. Trajan Shajar, if you have leadership set, I would run Shajar behind Trajan. If you want to use Philip, you bring in Constantine back over with Trajan, and you just bring in Philip, and you take out the Guan, and you run Shajar behind him. And if you want to go full tank, you got a tank march there, damage, tank, and that's how you run it. Or you run BQ with Constantine. So those are your lineups for the best, whether you're attacking or defending. Those are your best lineups for Canyon, okay? If you don't have a lot of these commanders, all right, and you're sitting there and you're like, okay, well, I don't have Gang Achilles, but I still have Huo with Arthur. You could easily kind of switch it up, run it different ways, but the two calf setup is really what you want. If you don't have Gang or Achilles, you basically just run Arthur with Philip and then Huo Nevsky. Or if you've got Achilles and you don't have Gang, then you run Arthur Achilles and then Huo Nevsky. Easy. Make that a March killer. Okay? You like BQ Constantine better? Yes, BQ Constantine could easily be put here and then here. Like you could easily go do it this way, right? You could easily go do that. So that's not a problem. But that gives you an idea. But I love the feedback. Thoughts on Arthur David? In Canyon, Arthur David. Oh no, instead of Arthur Phillip. Oh no, March speed don't matter. That could be a good way. So we don't have David. We're going to test that. Now I'm going to have my stream on Saturday when David releases. We're going to test the garrisons. We're going to test them in the field. I'll use them in Canyon just to test it out. Now let's go apply this to the Canyon. Okay, so let's go do that. And now Baka should have beaten me. So now I'm in third. So I get to beat our boy Rockstar. And so I've also got to figure out how to beat Baka, because that's going to be really, really hard. Baka's incredible here. I'm going to run my Guan with Constantine, and I'm going to run that off lane. It's going to be my tank, put some siege in it so Huo can catch up to it. That's how I'm going to run my defense. So let's go hit our boy Rockstar. He was in the stream just now. This is great. I'm doing a video. I'm having it from a live stream. I've got Rockstar in my live stream watching me literally kill his marches. Okay, the way he's set up right here, there's all kinds of different ways you can set up. You can go head up like this. You can put this up here. You can try to run your Guan CPO, maybe tuck it in behind to try to get AoE. You really want to set up his BQ back behind so his AoE's not hitting your Trajan. There's all kinds of ways you could run this, okay? Personally, for me, at the high end like this, because I know Rockstar is a really, really good player, I like to run the 4B2. When I do that with a Trajan Constantine, and then I do that with a Chen Shajar, what this does, it allows me to focus his 2 marches here without getting hit with his Chen. The Chen will kill you guys. It will absolutely kill you. You're not going to get smoked, Rockstar. You're at the very top of this Lost Canyon. And then we're in an Imperium KVK here. We got all these good accounts in here. So with this, I think I'm going to run it like this. Is that how I want to do it? Or I think I'm going to run it like that. I think that would be best. Now, let's run it like this. Okay. Let's see what happens. Now, the idea is that my Trajan and my Chen need to survive. They need to survive as long as they can. Now you see his Chen. His Chen is right here. He's going to pop down. So he might get AoE on my BQ, but the rest of my marches are chilling. They're good. Now he got a Guan silence on me, which is fine, because by the time I load up the rage again, I'm going to go ahead and fire it off and we're good. So I'm trying to kill his Guan as fast as possible. And so this is where I really start to cook his marches. Okay. So I want my BQ hitting his Guan. I'm getting AoE everywhere. I'm getting it both ways from BQ and Luce, and then I'm also getting it from Huo and Arthur, and then Guan, and boom, I'm on here. Now I have enough health on my Chen, okay? Because you see his 4 marches up here aren't even hurt. They're hardly even hurt. So I got to put as much damage as possible on him here, and I might not even win this. But if I can get his Trajan killed, I got a chance. And if my gang can stay alive, I got a chance. Okay, so now his Trajan is just about gone. Now my chin is gone. Now it's a 4v3, and he's going to end up beating me here. Guaranteed. So, unless I can kill this chin. Now my gang's cooking. It's cooking. But I think I'm going to end up losing this one. Maybe not. But he does have Shajar behind Philip. I get beat. Okay, let's go try that again. All right. Oh, God, he got beat already. TMN beat him. Oh, my gosh. Hey, yo. There you go, Rockstar. That's for the video, bro. So you can't be embarrassed losing Canyon. There's so much RNG, you just can't be embarrassed, okay? Ooh, this is a hard 2-stack lineup, okay? Now, I know he's got Constantine here, but this is how I want to run this. I want to keep my gang healthy, and I want to go crush this thing. And I want to get, since he's got a 2-stack lineup at the bottom, then I can pull his chin all the way up to where his chin and Zuge are not even touching any of my marches. So I'm going to come kill him with pretty much fresh marches. That's the idea here. All right, Moles, quick, someone give me a membership before Chad notices mine's gone. I don't notice yours is gone. You're a moderator, Moles. And we're doing this actually for the video, by the way. So I'm giving everybody a chance to kind of look at the different marches, look how they're set up, and we're actually going to go in and do this thing. And so from there, let's come up here and kill his Trajan. Now, see, my chin has got plenty of health. My gang's got plenty of health. This should not be a problem for me to kill this guy. I got the win. Great. Now, Baka is dang near impossible. This is, like you guys saw Baka in the stream chat right here. This is his baby, his Philip Shajar. It is so hard to kill. Oh, my God, it's so hard to kill. Okay? And so this is how he's set up. This is how I have to beat him. All right? It is so hard to beat this guy. So set up like this and this. Is that how I want to do it? I think it is. Okay. So if I set up to beat him like this, the other way to do this is to switch my my BQ and my Huo. But I am trying to kill his Philip as fast as possible. As fast as possible. TMN is actually insane. Such a good young account. Oh, it's awesome. He's got a great account. He's got a phenomenal account. So I've got to try to beat his Philip, and you can see my BQ and my Guan are getting cooked. I'm not going to win this. There is no way. There's no way. Wait, what's 606 matchup? What do you mean? We're with 3308 and all them. Oh my gosh, Jovi, hello my goat. Hope you're having a great stream. I am, buddy. You're actually going to be on the video now, Jovi. I got to get his gang killed. I don't think I can get it killed. Oh, he's cooking my Guan. He is cooking my Guan right now. Holy jeez. I'm in trouble. Look how fresh his marches are down here. Oh my gosh. Now my gang might get me out of trouble here, but I don't think so, man. Once I start getting hit with this chin stuff, I'm going to start getting cooked. Has an advantage as well. Yes, defense does have an advantage. And so that's kind of what we're looking at. This is how we've set this up. Can my chin survive? Still alive. My gang's going to have to carry, like hard carry this situation. Look at this. Baka never dies. I swear. Yes, I'm not going to get him. Nope. Let's go try it again. Again, can't be afraid of losing Canyon. Hello, YouTube. Hey, Constance, good to see you. Thank you for the $10 super chat. All right, we're going to set it up like this now. Okay, and I'm actually, should I do it like that? I think that's probably the way I want to do it. 1v6 against 3308 and allies. That's basically what it is. Yes. All right, now let's see if I can get this stupid Philip killed. And I get some luck because I'm going to be putting some BQ damage down here. Of course, if he is getting me at the same time against my Guan, which is not great if he's silencing my Guan, but you can see I'm running his Guan down much, much faster. And so that's a good thing. Now I just got to get it killed quickly. And so I can get on his gang and get on his Philip. If I can get out of this without having all my marches beat up, that's kind of the goal. So not a big KVK matchup at the end of the year. It's basically a 1v6. We're going to have fun with it. And so get this killed. Get this killed, y'all. And now the video you guys are seeing that I'm doing, this is how I do live streams. I've got the chat up, so I'm reading the chats. I'm running this Canyon guide, and we are cooking, okay? I think I might have him on this one. I think I might have him. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe I don't. How did he get so much healing from his chin? What just happened? No. Oh my gosh. I think I got him. There we go. There we go. That's one of the hardest guys to beat. Did somebody already try to hit me? No. So you got to be willing to try anything. If you're going to do Lost Canyon, guys, you use your challenges, you figure out what works, what doesn't work, and that's how this thing makes out. Let me show you actually what happens in my defense and why my defense is so hard to beat, okay? We'll look at Rockstar here. And we'll pull this up. Now, this is how I have my defense set up. I went through that a little bit earlier, but you can see my top lane is not going to die. That's just the way it is. It's just not going to die. We talked about this. And so from there, if I can get enough damage going down here, then we're cooking pretty good. So that's how this thing, when I run Chen with Shajar and then Gang and Achilles, if you're fortunate enough to have those 4 commanders maxed, then you can do some nasty stuff in the top lane. Because if you look at this at the very end, okay, where is this? If you look at this at the very end, look at how much healing and kills my Gang and Achilles does. It just stays fresh the whole time. So that's a breakdown. That's how we do it. And if you have any other questions, throw them down in the comments. And that is our, literally to review, this is our 6 March setup, okay? 6 March Canyon. That's the different ways you can run it. And then we also have the 5 March Canyon. Let me just do this and put it here and then do it here. I almost put 6-7. There you go. 5 March Canyon lineup, and there it is. So take a picture and figure that one out. So that shows you exactly how this thing works. If y'all enjoyed the video and you like it when I do those types of videos while I'm streaming so I can interact with the community, throw a like on here. Also, get down in my comments, okay? And I love interacting with you down there. If you're not subscribed to my channel, consider doing so. And if you are not on my Discord, join my Discord. The link's down in the description. You can get great advice in my Discord to give all the nuances for how you do Canyon or how you do anything else. How do I run my marches? That's what my community is for. I'm very proud of that community. It's super positive and everybody loves helping everybody. So with that, we hope you guys have a great day, broskies.
I don't chase trends, I ride what hits. Old war code and my cavalry kicks. Still roll strong with the Tiller's name. That ghost rides hard in the modern game. Call me Kev Simp, I don't flinch. Built by grit, don't need a clinch. What wins stays, I test and go. If it breaks the line, then I ride that flow. Hey yo, you feel that snap? Blade running straight through the map. Face taking fire, no step back. Built for the front, never off track. Swarm everything, we don't delay. You get to the front, clear that way. Join counter rally, let it explode. Best KP you get, just lock and load. FC mode, stand and fight. Rallies lit up, marching right from the zone to the zone. I stay in control. Man of the people, all heart, no roll, no script, no throne, just rhythm and fire. Built for the push, never gonna tire. You feel that burn, and you already know we're locked in deep. This is Chatsky mode. This is Chatsky mode. No titles, no ego.